Hello, so my name is Hawa. I am the executive director at CEED Concordia. Basically, my role consists of making sure that the organization overall works well. So, basically, in governance, in strategy, and like all the different projects that we have. So CEED stands for Community Education, Empowerment and Development. So initially it used to be named Concordia Volunteer Abroad Program. So it was created, I think, in 2006. Northern region of Uganda was in a civil war, and this area had like a lot of different non-profit organizations and NGOs that came there really to support, the post-war community. And actually, that's how CVAP was created, to be part of this movement. And since then, like we have really changed the approach. It's not necessarily just like volunteer program to support the community, but rather like internships for students where they can build, experiential learning. And just like something I would say very important to notice is that Uganda is a particularly young country, like most of the countries in sub-Saharan Africa, where the median age is 15 years old. And this is why at CEED we decided really to focus on youth development. So all the projects that we have are focused on youth. And so when we talk about youth, it can be a really broad topic, a broad range, but it's mostly between, let's say, 15 and 30 to even 35. So first of all, like one project that CEED is mostly known for in Uganda is its environmental sustainability project. So basically, we have advocacy projects and like campaigns in order to raise more awareness about, for example, waste management, deforestation towards the community, and also we provide workshops for children in schools. We also have a project in entrepreneurship. An important information to know is that Uganda is one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world. If you see the data, it's like you'll find, wow, I think more people are in entrepreneurship than are actually working in another job. So that's why we were really trying to develop more projects in entrepreneurship over there. And finally, we have a project in documentary, film documentary, where we talk about not only issues but opportunities and realities that the youth face in Uganda. And just recently we started a tech ed project, so technology education project, where we teach ICT skills to high school students. And about Canada, so we have I think with COVID it has pushed us to be even more present in our community here. So as you know, we have the video documentary project where we try to highlight the realities that we have in Montreal of communities that we do not necessarily talk that much about, or that might need more visibility, or topics as well that needs more visibility according to us. And also recently we're about to start an entrepreneurship project where we will encourage young entrepreneurs or students who have business ideas but that have also social impact and environmental impact. So basically, that's what we'll do. But where we overlap, I would say, is really our focus on youth. And again, the projects in video documentary and entrepreneurship are, I would say, very similar, and we're always trying to see how we can bridge the two countries, even if the realities are very different. First of all, I would like to say something I was talking really about the project, but I was not necessarily emphasizing enough on the internship project that we have. So basically, the model of CEED is, like when we have like community development project, interns, students are involved in it, and it is an occasion for them to, I would say, learn more about like what is community development project in particular topic that really matter to them. So I think like the value that we have is like really towards those interns where they have to learn and like discover, and like I hope, and like really this is our goal, to get out of their comfort zone and like coming back with, I would say, much more skills in order to support the community even more. And also another aspect I think it's very important is that with CEED we try to provide a different narrative of when we talk about international development, or when we talk about third world countries, because I think the issue that we have right now, it's like there is a lot of saviorism, when we talk about volunteering abroad, and trying to support a community that is totally different from us. And at CEED, really we emphasize on like throughout events and also throughout the internship that we have, to support like I would say the interns to get a totally different narrative of what we know about Africa and what we know about international development or cooperation. I would say like one aspect that can be challenging is having like 2 offices and several projects between 2 different countries. So Uganda is like there is like 8 hours of difference between the 2 countries. So especially with the situation right now, like unfortunately it's not possible to travel and like see how things are going in reality, because everything is virtual now. And so it's really to make sure that first of all, the 2 teams and the 2 areas are in good cohesion and collaboration when we have to work for the same mission and same vision. So yeah, I mean, it is the most exciting part of the job, I would say. But at the same time, I think it is also, a challenge, and especially when, you're working on projects in a country that is not necessarily yours. It's important as well. Like there are a lot of aspects, like cultural aspects, that you really have to respect, and like you realize that even if you believe that you're open-minded, that we are all biased in a certain way, right? So sometimes you would like to help, but it might not necessarily what was needed. But anyways, you keep trying and you learn and you correct yourself, and that's it.
Yeah. And just as we're wrapping up, I would love to know what you hope for the future for CEED.
Yeah, I mean, growth. Sorry, but what I mean growth is growth in our impacts. I think like the projects that we have, whether it's in environmental sustainability, in entrepreneurship, or video documentary, that they are able to scale up, their impact. I'm not necessarily saying in terms of amounts, but for example in terms of quality and sustainability, and also like trying to be able to increase, I would say, much more collaboration and create a certain ripple effect between Montreal and Uganda. And also I would say the other aspect is much more exchange internationally. I think even if at CEED we 50 it's in Canada and 50% is in Uganda, why not having much more projects in many other countries around the world. That's like really one of my dream, to have CEED model being involved in other regions where we can even increase our exchanges. So yeah, that's it. So as you know, we have our screening at the end of the month of February, on February 27th, about we have worked on a documentary from I would say I don't want to talk too much. I will let the people see it on Facebook, on our social media. So we're present on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Basically, how you spell CEED is CEED, Concordia as Concordia University, and you will not be disappointed. So really the topic of this documentary is really art scene in Montreal, and especially about trying to provide a different perspective, like what it's like to be involved in the art scene, but as a minority, and like representing a different type of art that we are not necessarily used to see in I would say the larger scene in Montreal. So yeah, very excited about it. Yeah, I mean, I would say something is yes, CEED, like something that CEED taught me is whatever the career choice or the involvement, like the volunteers project that you're in, it is truly important to do something that is dear to you, and that also provide an impact positive in the world. And so I would like to end this interview by emphasizing that no matter whatever you want to do, it is very important to keep staying in line with your values, and always trying to bring the positive in the world in whatever you do. So yeah, that's it.